Welcome to SK1 News, final episode of season 6. Alright, before I get into today's topic, I did do a final season of season 6, but it's over on YouTube. This one will also be on YouTube as well. It was a little lagging going on with the internet. Internet been lagging a lot for me now these days. So, let me check in. Sorry about playing that one song and, y'all didn't fully get to hear it. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to reshare that song, but I'm also going to reshare Boss Ones. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to share Boss Ones and I'm going to share that one, this as well. But this is the final episode. This will be on Spotify. The other one didn't make Spotify due to what happened. Things happen. It's been up for almost 2 weeks, so I may take it down because this is going to be the official last episode right here. I had to take it back into this format for a second. Going over in season 7, this format might be the thing right now, for just for now. And there's a lot of stuff that I gotta work on, and there's a lot of stuff that I gotta do. So I will be resuming back to the format that I was using for this particular season right here. But I gotta take it back to the format that I had in season 5, and so on. On that note, I'm kicking it off like this. It gets no worse. This AI stuff is really crazy. And y'all heard me really talk about this stuff plenty of times. I mean, it's been a lot of episodes I could have just did. I could have just did a whole season on talking about AI. Unfortunately, y'all know what that was all about. So, bank stops AI voice scams. That's what I'm reading off of right now. So let me talk about this. There was a lady, and I'll be sharing a video, that get a call from a bot, thinking that this bot is her daughter, calling from Iran, and they said she was caught over there, and the officer making a call and gave the badge number and stuff like that. Let me say this. Now, your daughter in an accident, they got a cash up over in another country. A simple question. Was your daughter really there? That's the stuff with your daughter. And how? All right. So look, if your daughter really there, how do they know she really there? If your daughter really in another country, how does they know that your daughter really there? So, normally I would play a clip. And unfortunately, the things that goes on here, unfortunately, we won't get no clip, but we will get a clip back to this particular segment right here, so you can see it. But I'm just looking at it like, please. And y'all know me, I've been saying this about scams. I've been saying this about scams. There's also scams that also sending out verification codes in your text message, making you think it's from a bank. It's a bank. I was reading up, looking on something, and they said Chase Bank, this man got scammed out of $136,000. Could have got scammed out. Well, if he got scammed out of it, you know, Chase Bank sent him that cold message talking about somebody was trying to log into this account. Was it you, the one that did it? And he answered no to it. And when he answered no, and they send a verification code, they then got the verification code and got into the man's account. Now this AI generating stuff though, like it's randomly like going do. But this is just what these people been doing. They've been pretending like they your bank, and they've been taking your money. Crazy. So I'm saying that, like, be careful. If you're not calling your direct bank, you ain't going in the direct bank, you ain't at your bank machine, you ain't even on your online bank, do not, I repeat, do not accept a email, do not accept a text message, do not accept anything that you have no knowledge of doing yourself. Because the only person that could get that verification code to come to your phone is you. You get ready to log into your account. So you know you logged into your account. So expect a text message or an email to come through that account. That's what you do. Don't just random text. You know your bank ain't randomly texting you nothing now unless somebody got over to your information and they trying to do it, but yet still, you still don't follow that. You call your directly bank, you call the bank you deal with, and you talk to that bank. You be like, look, yeah, I just got this text through my phone talking about somebody trying to scan through my account. Now leave it up to them to tell you whether somebody did it or not. Don't try to go in an email or a text message or however you got that message and mess with stuff that you don't even know what's going on yourself. Please protect your bank. These fools crazy. They want your money. That's all they want. They want your money. And if you give it to them, that's what it's going to be. That's going to be their money. You see what I'm saying? So, all I'm saying is that be careful, because those folks ain't going to care. They ain't going to care. No, they not. No, they not. Because your bank going to be empty. All of your other information going to be out there. Your identity may be taken. You may be lost. You may be anywhere because you trust an AI text or you trust an AI call. And it's easy for somebody now to get a relative voice. You know how much data on all our voices out here? You know how many times we picked up our cell phones and made phone calls and stuff like that, and we crossing voices over to each other on the phone? You know, if we got any cell phone, you don't even gotta have a Nest. You don't even have to have Amazon device in your house. You don't even have to have an Apple product in your house. Because for one, your phone, if you got Apple phone, your phone is that Apple product that you will be using for that home smart thing. You know what I mean? I know what it is. I'm just getting my words because you know it's a little crazy. But you could be on your Google Pixel, you know, and it picks up your voice. You could be on Siri, it picks up your voice. You could be on any of your Samsung device. It picks up your voice. And now Google got Gemini, so Gemini is taking over. Your phone is an AI. Literally. theory of AI. First we was talking about phones, mini computers. We already know AI built into it. Then now your phone from just a regular mini computer, which is the was taking data on you a long time ago too, but no, this thing is an actual AI. It just moves to an actual AI, yo. Straight like that. So on that note, I'm gonna share this video with y'all. So I can't share it on screen with y'all right now, but y'all know how that goes. See y'all when I come back.
Hillsborough County woman almost handed over $15,000 after being tricked by a voice that she thought was her daughter's. It is the same AI-assisted scheme we first reported on last week, but this time it was the victim's bank who caught it in time. News Channel 8's Georgia MacArthur is live at the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office with the story. Georgia.
Stacy, a Carrollwood mother, says she saw our original story and realized she was the target of the same scheme. She says it was the same voice cloning, the same phony accident, and the same demand for cash. Karen Bush's phone rang. On the other end, a panicked girl crying, calling her mom and claiming she'd been in Iraq and needed help.
A gentleman got on the phone. He says, I'm Officer so-and-so. This is my badge number. Your daughter's been in an accident. Let me give you the case number of everything just in case we get disconnected.
The person impersonating a police officer told her daughter had been in a car accident and hit a pregnant woman and had been arrested.
Since it's a first offense, the judge has already set bail. She's already been seen, and it's $15,000.
Without a second thought, Karen says she rushed to get the money from her bank, hoping to bail out her daughter.
We went to the bank, and they said, no, we don't give out that amount. You need to make that ahead of time. And I said, well, I need it right now, and told her what was going on. And she goes, oh, no, that's a scam. She says, call her right now.
She called her daughter's husband to confirm what she'd been told, and that's when everything unraveled.
He picked up, and I says, is Diana there? And he says, yeah. Let me get her for you. And at that point, I knew I'd been had.
Like others, she's convinced AI technology was used to mimic her daughter's voice in an attempt to con her out of cash. Now she's urging others to be skeptical, even if the call sounds personal.
They were so convincing. You hear that your kid is hurt, and the first thing you think is, I need to get there, to help out.
She says watching our original story where a woman lost $15,000 to this scheme, that helped her fully understand what happened and just how close she came to losing everything.
I can't believe I fell for this.
Alright, y'all, so I just shared that little bit of news with y'all, and I just want everybody to be mindful that there are evil people in the world, and they are not to be trusted. Not whatsoever. With that being said, this show is going to be real short today. This is the final episode. Finally, the final episode. Like I said, once again, sorry about that last episode. It was a good episode, me getting into talking about what's going on with the project and stuff like that. I just wanted to bring something a little different before I start talking about the project. Matter of fact, after this segment right here, I'm going to jump into, what's going on with the project, what's going on with TikTok with the project, what's going on with YouTube with the project, what's going on with all of the platforms that is on, how strongly that I'm ready to just, go ham and on this album, and in the 2026 way of doing it. So the way I see it is that what's going on with this economy, what's going on with this world, What's going on with these ridiculous prices? What's going on with, hard to save money and stuff like that? What's going on, period? You got companies. Let me tell y'all a little situation. Alright. On a day-to-day life, we got real life going on. Y'all all know this. You know what I'm saying? Some things hit you where you know what I'm saying, can't really do what you normally would do. And I could talk to y'all personally about this. Y'all my main listeners or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It comes a time where as though you struggle. You try to make all your ends meet to the best way you can make your ends meet. But you do it. You know what I'm saying? It comes situations where you gotta give up stuff that you used to have and to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And it may not exist right at that moment to you, but you will remain to get it back. Okay, well, y'all see me been talking about connection problems. I'm having problems with networking and stuff like that. Not to put my business out there, but, you know what I'm saying, share to y'all what happened to me, back in the month of, ending of November, December. Well, my network, internet, one person in the household now made bills a little difficult to pay. Anyway, I had to let my main internet go. And then I go over to this other service, supposed to provide third party, supposed to provide good service and stuff like that. Now, I'm talking about scams, but I dug my way into a scam. You know what I'm saying? Now, the only difference about this scam is that, yeah, they provide service like they said they was going to do. You know what I'm saying? And I called I did a little review and look into it, did my little due diligence or whatever. But you always must read that from that on fine print on stuff as well. Well, outside of reading the fine print, they didn't want my social to check anything. They really didn't want anything in that matter. All I had to do was just call and see what they was offering. So I called to see what they was offering, and they could either get you fiber, the regular internet. So I chose to go with fiber. Alright. So the spot called Earthlink, I'm gonna put them out there. Don't you come across Earthlink, run. You know what I mean? Anyway, so they didn't tell me when I first signed up with them that if my account was disconnected, I would have to pay an initial $280 fee for early disconnection of 2 years. Without me doing it though, without me canceling anything, if they disconnected, they automatically take from your account. So no, I didn't get none of this talk at the beginning. All I heard is about the service, and I heard about the monthly fee and stuff like that. So alright, well, I know I gotta pay the fee. So I'm looking at it, well, I should have had to pay nothing until the next month. Normally when you get service, and then they call it a subscription. So anybody that knows a subscription is just what it is. You don't got the money, they gonna you get it back on when you can pay that subscription again. So I kept getting these text messages from them talking about, hey, yeah, your account is past due, this and that and that. And I'm looking like, Y'all lie. We ain't even get to the next month yet. So I looked at it one more time, and I was just like, all right, well, I'm going to check it out. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on or whatever. All right. I didn't know y'all wanted me to kick $120 out right away. I'll pay y'all money. Now, I know I had to get it on a date that I get paid. They was like, we can't stretch it to that day, but we can do it. It's something like the day before. So I said, all right, so I'm gonna handle network until a whole day. I said, all right, well, I can just use my hotspot on my phone. You know what I'm saying, just so I can have some kind of service or whatever. Anyway, I go and look on the site, on the app. It shows that they took the money that was owed. Now they trying to say I owe them $20 to get it back on. So I go and make a purchase off of Amazon, and Amazon take too long taking that daggone money. I left my card open, go and hop in the shower. I had to go and do something that day. Come out the bathroom, look on my phone, look at the text, and see that my bank was charged $280. Or was it 250? Well, around up 250, 280, whatever it was. It still was too high to be coming on my card. So I'm just looking. I was like, oh, I don't know. I said, shoot, is this coming from Earthlink? I said, no, they was only supposed to take $120 or something like that. I said, what the hell is going on right there? So I called them, and the lady on the weekend was like, well, no, you know, it ain't nothing we can do about refunding it, but we can get your service back on. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to call about this extra payment, too, because I don't feel like I had to make an extra payment. Well, I can do the weekend and stuff like that, and they really cut the daggone network off. I mean, they really cut it off. So I'm just looking like, yo, y'all don't want to just cut that off. You know, y'all took my money. Y'all took way more than what y'all was supposed to take, and y'all still cut it off? I say, oh my God, boy, oh my goodness. So, I called them the next day, on that Monday, like they said, something about the Monday and stuff like that. I was just like, all right, look, you know, I get it. It was a balance that had to be paid. Y'all took that balance. I said, but what about the extra amount y'all took? I said, don't I get that back? Shouldn't I get that back? I said, if I wanted to double pay this month, I would have double paid this month. They did hit me with, well, we gave you a $60 credit. I don't see no $60 in this. So what y'all trying to say? So it was a little bit more than what I was supposed to kick out? So, after talking to them and trying to get my money refunded back, now I'm trying to understand why they took it. Well, you know, you got a disconnection. It's a disconnection fee. A disconnection fee? That's not no disconnection fee. $208. Y'all done bump y'all head for a disconnection because it's disconnected. Well, it was a 2-year contract. I don't care if it was a 3-year contract. Nobody discussed this with me. Sorry. You know, oh, sorry. I said, no, I need my money back. You know what I mean? I need my money back. So, they ain't want to do it. So I said, all right, I'll just call my bank. You know what I'm saying? I'll dispute this because I don't owe that much. So, me each and every day still trying to figure this out. They put me on the phone talking about, well, you got to pay $20 to get it back on. I'm not giving y'all no more money. Then y'all talking about a check got to come out. So now I got to pay the check to come back out? Why do I got to pay a check to come out? Well, the device you have, it expires once it get disconnected. Get out of my face with that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all on some mess. You know, so I got to pay y'all $20 after y'all took all that money from me to get my service back on. Y'all tripping. And I'm not going to pay no $20 to get back. Matter of fact, y'all going to get my money back. That's what we going to do. You know, because I'm going to call up some folks and we going to fix this. You know, and they get a manager, one manager get on the phone, oh yeah, see this Mr. Fleet, like, oh yeah, I'm sorry that, you know, this and that and the third and all this and all that, and I'm just looking like, alright, so what y'all gonna do? Well, we gonna try to, you know, we gonna get your service back on, and you know, just look out for the email. The email gonna come out, and you know, little things like that. So then I called them when they just talk about this email. It was a supervisor because I asked for a supervisor. I talked to the supervisor or whatever, and they talking about, well, yeah, if you pay this amount to get it back on, it'll be back on. So I asked them. I said, well, look, if I get all this set up again, the same thing that just occurred, would it occur again? And they said, yeah. I said, you know what? Get y'all equipment. Get y'all equipment. Because y'all already trying to charge $140 for y'all equipment. I'm not getting ready to give y'all that much either just to keep on to y'all equipment. So they talking about, well, you got to print the receipt. I meant the label out. Y'all took my money, cut my internet off, and wanted me to print out a label? What's the inconvenience? So now I gotta go up to UPS store, get them to print it out when I got my own printer. I'm saying this to say that if y'all hear a company called what is it? I can't. Well, I just said the dang on name. But anyway, Earthlink. If y'all hear a company called Earthlink, they got good fees. Service was good. I ain't gonna lie about the service. Service was great. I mean, service was great. I got the best speed internet, like they said. They ain't lie about that. Great speed internet. You know, everything was functioning right. I didn't have no problems. I ain't had nothing with the service. The service was great. But the ripoff was in the money part. Because they did not discuss this with me. It was enough to sign, but they did it verbal. They did it with words. So, on that note, y'all, I went over 10 minutes. I don't have no clip to share, but when I come back, I'm going to close out and I'm going to talk about pain, hurt, see. I need that kind of girl that's going, you know, do what she do. As a boss. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need. I really need that. Flip it. You know I need it. Don't need me for anything. She got her own cash. Man, I mean she move it cause she got her own cash. That last, hey yo, I'm looking at what she really do. And something that she know she could really make true. She's a boss one, and that's what I really need in my life. Type of girl I marry and just make her my damn wife. Yo, that's the way that I'm carrying it. Don't be nobody that ain't doing nothing for this up. I'm looking for that boss one. I need that real boss one. I'm looking for that real boss one. Can you be that one? Cause I know you can. Hey yo, we can handle business together. I need somebody to help me run my business too. I'm not looking for nobody that's gonna waste my time. Cause she waste my time, then she waste the dime. And we need to really make this real money out here. It's time to get this money cause it's real funny out here. I'm looking for that real boss one. That's what I need. Anybody know she really for me. I'm really for her. We ride together. That's mine forever. Hey yo, I'm looking for that boss one. I'm looking for that boss one. I'm looking for that boss one. I'm looking for that boss. Do your thing. That boss one. Keep making your money. I'm looking for that boss one. That boss one. That real boss one. That boss one. Welcome back to the SK1 show. So, this is where we at. Pain hurts deep. You know what I mean? There's a lot that I want to speak on this album. I know those that heard it on YouTube already. I shared a background and I gave my reasons of doing this album. So I want to come back to why I'm doing this album. Back in 2006, I met the love of my life. You know what I'm saying? And y'all heard the stories already, so I really don't gotta go too much into it. There was a lot of music being made that time for me without the platform I got now, you know. And there was a lot of stories into these albums. The beginning of me and her was grew into other stories that gained a lot into what's going on now. I never realized how these stories affected me. You know what I'm saying? And when I just sit here and I just think about the things that me and her been through out of the years, you know, there was beginning hurt, but then there was tears of joy. And I knew right then and there, I knew this right then and there. That was my person. You know what I'm saying? For the most part of it, when we fast forward to today's date, I would have never known me having to make a completion to what me and her gained or built at the same time. This album speaks in many ways and many levels because I felt like me and her story could have went as far as it went, but God says it's her time to come home. I can't stop what God had planned for her. So I do this album in the honor of her because music has always been my thing. When I met Jamala, it made me appreciate it more because I wanted to do things to kick it off more. You know, it became not just about me no more. It became about her as well. And to see the excitement on her face every time I would put something together and let her hear it, you know, that put a smile on my face. I did a song for her called Ghetto Down Piece. She always asked me why I did that song. You know what I'm saying? I did songs prior to that, you know what I'm saying, before I met her and stuff like that. So, you know, I had to just really put something in, you know, and I explained it to her. I was like, it's not, it's just a title, you know what I'm saying, that I just thought of, you know what I'm saying, but you would get the song when you hear this song. And that girl loved that song, boy. I mean, she still, to this day, if she still was living, she'll still bring it up to me. You know what I'm saying? Still to this, she still was living, she still will bring it up to me. So, on this album, I want to do something similar to that song. The hurtful part is that the dedication to her, seeing her face, to hear it when it's done. And to make this all to what it is right now, I got 2 songs that's doing great numbers, as I told y'all on an episode that was supposed to be originally on this Spotify version of it. Boss One's still getting a little response, but like I said, I can really do some more with that song. If I would switch it around. Not only that, I like how Pain Hurts Deep on this as well. So I say that to say this. We gonna do a lot to get this thing on. Trust me when I say this album will be back where it's supposed to be. So big up to everybody that supported SK1, because that name will remain as long as I place a lot of things together. So look, I got something to share with y'all, and I'm going to share both of the songs. Y'all might have already heard both songs already, because I'm going to play that one before I get to this segment. And then y'all will hear Pain Hurts Deep when this segment goes off. And I will, like I've been telling y'all, I got a lot of stuff going on in the background right now as I close this chapter to open my new chapter. I'm going to finish this book out, and I'm going to remember every great thing that your mother told me, and I'm going to live by that. So, without that being said, so I had to redo the episode over. I had a little lagging problem, but this episode today I wanted to share it to y'all anyway about scams, because they still around, and unfortunately I was involved in a scamming situation. It can happen to us all. It can. Idiots. Anyway, with that being said, I want y'all to enjoy this year. Make the best out of this year. Because nobody know when God gonna call you home. Nobody. So whatever y'all got plans to do, plan to do it, live it right. You know what I'm saying? Do what y'all gotta do to make the best out of life. Let's not waste no more time on this earth. Let's do what we gotta do. Because on that note, I got this project coming up. And officially, after this, Season 7 will be available. And the SK1 show will be back whenever. I got new merch in the stores. I'll be sharing that with y'all just as well after the song. Or probably at the beginning of the video. I don't know. Depends on how I do this. So on that note, the website will be back up soon. I already got new merch in the stores. And I'm working. Remember y'all, I said no days off. Now I gotta get back to the studio. So when I get back to the studio, I will get back to the first episode of Season 7. Finally, Season 7 of the SK1 show. Big up. It's been nice. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for taking the time out to listen to my small season of the SK1 show. This was a short season, y'all. It ain't had many episodes. This is not like me. But I won't make a promise. But I'll make my ways to give me more episodes on Season 7. I did say I'll make my ways. I can't promise. This boy got a lot of stuff to do. A lot. And I'm ready. My word, I will do another prize edition by the end of the year. By the end of the year. It's got to remind myself to do it. But by the end of the year, I would do it. Anyway, thank y'all. Sorry I couldn't give y'all no recap for this season. First season I didn't have a Christmas episode. First season I didn't have a recap. But I did give y'all an ending so I could start this new season. And when the album come out, please check it. Y'all gonna understand why I'm getting that, see where I'm getting that now on my next chapter of me. So until then, I got a lot I want to talk to y'all about, but I can't right now. It's not the time for me to talk about it. It's not the time. But I got a lot to share with y'all, and I'm going to share it pretty soon. Be on the lookout. See y'all when I see y'all. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Everybody stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Lost come with pain, hurt deep. I'm just crying, I'm in and out of my sleep. Every night that I roll over, wishing you were still there because I really miss you. I miss them hugs, I miss them kisses every day. I miss the love that me and you had, yeah. It's just a little crazy because I don't have you. Just missing you every day cause I don't have you. It's been a lot, I feel like I don't know what to do. I'm trying to move another direction, but I think that I'm gonna be okay. But I still miss you. Every day is just enough to have me go crazy. For a second, bring my mind back to the whole days that when we met back in 06. That was the time when I had you and you stayed on my mind. I just miss them days that we had. Now it's 20 years later, man, this is sad that you had to go and cancer really had you. Girl, I really miss you. All the pain, all them tears, now they gone. Now I wake up with more tears. I cry them healing tears. Now I know that it's just something that's gonna be bringing my mind for years to come as they go. But I know that these tears just won't go. And I just wish you was here. I wish I could still have you by my side, yeah. Just real pain, real hurt so deep as they hurt as I cry these tears every day. Every day you stay on my mind. And I wish you was here, wish you never passed. This is another year, and yo, 20 years later, and I'm still thinking about them times that we had 1 year from now. Don't cry tears, as I keep on praying and I keep living.